Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Bengals are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against the Ravens defense that will need to be on its game.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Play clock winding down. And again, it's Collins. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. In motion, the tight end Barnage. The play clock's running down. Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Barely got that snap off. Flacco now. Drops it underneath for Collins. And now running right through it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's a first down run with Collins. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Play clock winding down. They go again with Collins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he finds Barnage. He's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Flacco here on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over them. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. So let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Detroit! Leopard!
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run here with Mixon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Eifert has it. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And the aggressive defensive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
The play clock's running down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Flacco and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Fresh set of downs here. Flacco will take to the air again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On third down, this is Collins. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Flacco from the gun. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. He finds an opening past the 40. He finds some open field here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Bailey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now they run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Bailey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. You got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught out left by Perriman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, Flacco to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Collins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On first down, Flacco. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. A red zone first down for Flacco. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Jordan Willis. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Again, it's Mixon. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Watch it now, Marty. Marty. Here we go. Green. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Marty. No. Check.
Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Collins. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is Collins on the handoff. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Now he's flushed out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Flacco. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. They go play action here on first down. And Barnage has it on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down, Flacco now. That is caught by Macklin for a Raven touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. Spins away. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 2nd and 10 here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Watch it now, Barney. No. Detroit. Now let's go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Here we go. Check. Over.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Now Mixon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Still 9 yards to go on third down.
Detroit! Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And the Eagles out in front early. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Second down following the run.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back down Philly. Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, Can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Marty! Marty! All right, now, look at this. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Let's go, Billy. All right, now, look at 56.
And now here's a carry heading left. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check, Patriot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st and goal, Collins. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play call.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Now let's go. 319. 319. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. Leopard.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now here come the Ravens. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Looking left side, that's caught by Macklin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Flacco here on second down. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Now he'll escape to his right. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Alex Collins that time. And it's third down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he drives one in there, complete for Jeremy Macklin. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They do snap it. Flacco now. And he finds Barnage. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Halfback sent in motion. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And on 2nd and 10 now.
All right, now look at business. Here we go, Nick.
The toss play to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go. Green. Back to it, Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Hot.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Eifert, the man in motion. Now a handoff here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And the Bengals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Here we go now. Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Set. Green, 39. Gun.
On the toss, Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
No. Check. Patriot.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Detroit! Watch it now. Lucky 56. Hot!
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settled for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice spin into some open field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football. And this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in his zone. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now a handoff here to his running back. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cincinnati, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.